Welcome back. I'm joined by Championship correspondent Pascal Lemaire to preview the Boxing Day match between Leeds United and Wigan Athletic. Pascal, starting with the visitors, can't seem to buy a win at the minute.
No, it's 4 defeats in a row now, and obviously Malky Mackay's still searching for that first win. And I previewed the game against Rotherham, last week, and I said that this is the game surely where they're going to get their first win, given how Rotherham was just struggling in front of goal, but they lost at home to Rotherham. It's just so disappointing. And Mackay, he must wonder what he can do because his players aren't playing to the best of their ability, but the way they gave away the goals were just so bad. The first goal, especially Andrew Taylor, a sloppy back pass led to the first goal, and then the second one comes from a set piece, which probably should have been kept out. Mackay must wonder what he can do, but he's still not getting the best out of his players. Obviously, we know the quality that some of the Wigan players do have, but he's got to make a move in January for a striker. That's where they're really lacking, because James McLean, he was the one that started up front, and we know that he's best on the left wing, charging past players and getting crosses in. But if he's the one in the middle winning crosses, he's not known for heading the ball, is he? And they need to buy a striker because obviously Fortune, he's been in and out of the team. Delort was the sort of marquee striker they signed in the summer, but he hasn't adapted to life well in England at all. And I said earlier, 6 points from safety now, down in 23rd, and it's really worrying signs for Wigan.
Moving on to Leeds, picked up a decent point at Forest last time out.
It was a good point. Forest fans will come away from that game and say, how do we not win? Because they had two, clear. They had 2 goals that shouldn't have been disallowed for offside. And the worst thing was that the second one, it got shown on the big screen in the ground, and the Forest fans were just fuming at that. But Leeds, they played all right in that game. I think they deserved to probably be level when they did. Sam Byron won a good penalty, stuck away by Billy Sharp, and at the start of the game they started really well. Carl Darlow made an incredible save, to keep out. I think it was a shot from Antonucci, and then Pearce sliced the rebound wide when he should have scored. So I think they played quite well in that game, considering they went to the City ground there and they actually had the worst away record in the league. So I think it was a decent point for them that they hung on a little bit, but I think glad to be back at home here. They've got one of the top 10 records at Elland Road. At home. So their form at Elland Road has been good, but news coming out of the club recently that Belushi, the centre back, who was impressive at the start of the season, he's been charged with, I think, a racial abuse towards Cameron Jerome, which was way back 2 months ago in October. So that's not going to help them. We've talked about their off the field issues all the time. Obviously, there's the transfer embargo, there's the Chileno stuff, and now this as well. It's just not helping. So I think Boxing Day game at Elland Road, it should be a good atmosphere.
So you backing them at Elland Road to Leeds to pick up all the points?
I am, yeah. Obviously Wigan, they just can't buy a win, like you said earlier. So I think I'm going to back Leeds to win this 2-1.
So also going for a 2-1 win to Leeds.